Hi creative friends, my name is Ashley the Thrifty Chica. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be teaching you how you can make an easy and inexpensive gift idea for Mother's Day. I'm going to show you how you can customize a candle, and while you're here, make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content. Let me know in a comment below, what's your favorite scent in a candle? I always love hearing what you guys have to say. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and just let me know what your guys' opinion is, and let's learn how you can create this candle too. Here are the supplies that you'll need for this project. It doesn't require a lot of supplies. It's a really fun one to make. We're going to be using the Cricut Joy for this project, but you can also use the Maker or the Explorer series machines. We're using the Smart Vinyl Permanent. This is in the glossy silver holographic. Here's a candle that I picked up. I believe it was from Marshall's. TJ Maxx and Ross, you guys know, are great places to find candles as well. Some Cricut transfer tape. I'm going to use a rag, my weeding tool, and also a pair of scissors for this project. We're breaking out our vinyl, and it comes in a roll. It's really easy to use because you can just keep it on the roll. All I'm going to do is open this up, and we're going to go ahead and load this in. When we're ready, we're going to press go. We're unloading our project here. Since this is on the roll, I can just cut it to the size that I need. So we're going to work on weeding this project, and I just really already love the holographic on this. It's so pretty. So the easiest way is to start at a corner. And whenever you're working with permanent vinyl, you're going to find it's pretty sticky to work with, so just take your time. The holographic foil also has a little bit of a stiffer texture, so it's just something to keep in mind. You can use your tool to help hold down your project as you're removing it, if necessary. And I like to work slowly and just slowly remove those pieces. You can cut away as you're working on it if you're finding that you have too much on your hands and it gets kind of difficult to control. This is where I usually break out the scissors and start cutting away the excess pieces. I did place the pressure on more for this project, and I find that it worked really well. It's cutting away really cleanly, so I definitely would recommend, if you're using this type of material, to use the more pressure setting on it. Now we're down to the center sections here. You can see all the little tiny pieces that are left behind. Those are the ones that we want to remove. So I like to take my fingers and just place it right behind the section that I'm trying to remove, and just go in there with my tool to help lift that section up. Now we're ready to apply some transfer tape, and we want to cut a piece to match the size of our decal. We'll peel the transfer tape away from the backing. And then we're going to place the transfer tape over the decal. We're just going to center it and place that center portion down and roll it over towards the edges. So our goal here is to make sure that the decal sticks to the transfer tape. So we're going to go ahead and use our scraper tool to help it to adhere and also to push away any extra air bubbles or anything that doesn't belong underneath there. Just flipping this around and continuing to push out the air bubbles. I find it really helps if you go across the decal in a few different directions. It helps to remove any air bubbles and it gives you a better chance of everything adhering the way that you'd like. Okay, now we're ready to flip this over and we're going to continue the process on the back. And especially if you're working with smart vinyl, it's got a thicker backing on this, so I like to invest more time on adhering it, especially on the back as well. We have our candle here, and you just want to make sure that when you're working with your candle that it is clean, the work surface is prepared, that there's nothing that will get in the way of your project. And then usually what we're going to do is when we're working with something like a decal on a 3D surface, you want to break out your scissors for your transfer tape. And what we're going to do is cut little slits in the areas that it might bend a little bit. And the reason for this is it helps it to apply a lot more evenly. Whenever you're working on a project and it doesn't have space to kind of mold around the area, it makes it a lot harder to get it to lay flat. So that's one reason that we do that. So we're going to take our candle and you want to make sure that you have it centered in the best spot. I'm going to have to remove that label later, but hold it so that you're comfortable with how you're holding it. I usually hold it in my left hand and apply with my right hand, or you can just do it on the tabletop and apply it in this direction, whichever is the most comfortable for you to create with. So I'm just going to hold the candle and center this exactly where I would like. And then I'm going to place that center portion down first. And I'm just touching down that middle section. The other sections are still loose. And I'm holding on to this section with my hand so that way this stays out of the way. And I'm just going to start applying down that first section here on the very top. Because you can see I cut the lines right in here. So this section right here can apply directly down. Then I can move over and continue applying the next section down. And same thing with this one. I can kind of move my hand out of the way and then just slide this one over. And then you get a nice even result on that. Now we're ready to do the same thing on the next part. So I'm just going to roll this over and adhere down this top section. And then the same with this one. This one got a little bit off, so I'm going to lift that back up and then just replace this back down. And make sure this is same thing. Okay. So now we're just going to work from the center section outwards, and the whole goal is to not have any air bubbles trapped underneath the decal. So we're going to be placing it so that we're pressing all of them out, and it's better that it hits underneath the transfer tape rather than the decal itself. So you may hear little air bubbles escaping as you're working on it, and that's how you know you're pressing it so it's able to be removed. When you feel pretty confident with the application of this, that's when you're going to take your transfer tape and start peeling it back. Remember, if it's coming up, if your decal is coming up with your transfer tape, lay this back down and work on it some more. We're going to go ahead and peel this off. And this, because we did cut the transfer tape, it will come off in sections rather than in one whole piece. So what do you guys think of the finished project? I think it turned out really cute, right? If you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos, and let me know in a comment below what you would like to see next. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up. I'll see you guys later.